What's up, legends? We just got our most recent submission of Pokemon cards back from Beckett. So I'm super excited to unveil the grades today. And while we're at it, we're going to play Guess the Grade, where I'm going to show footage of the raw cards before we sent them off to Beckett. And so you guys can get a chance to play at home and guess what grade you think that card deserves. Make sure you comment below and enter your answers before we reveal each card. So I'm pretty excited because on our last return, we actually got our first Beckett 10. Just the gold label, but it's actually a pretty hard grade to get. So I'm hoping we can get some more 10s today and hopefully maybe our first black label. That would be pretty crazy, but there's some pretty cool cards in here I think you'll be excited to see. But let's get into our Beckett return. All right, well, this is very exciting. Got our nice thick box. Has some nice weight to it, as the Beckett slabs do have a little more weight to them. Here we go. Gonna do my best to conceal them as we pull them out here. All right, I guess we'll just pull out the first one in the stack. Got a little piece of cardboard here, cover it up. Let's find out what we have first. Oh, and it's a great one. Oh man, I love this one. We have Ancient Mew. Man, such a nostalgic card. And this is actually a card that I originally, I purchased as a CGC slab, and it was actually a CGC 8.5. And so I don't know, this card just looked super clean to me for what it was, so I cracked it out, and with the hopes that we could possibly upgrade it a little bit, so would love to get at least a 9. But anyway guys, here is the footage before we send it off. All right, this is an absolutely beautiful card, one that I really want to have in my collection in a Beckett slab. So let's just take a look at everything here. I think the main thing that you want to look out for generally on these cards is the scratching. We'll just take a look at everything though, as far as the corners and the edges, just see if there's anything that we might have missed. All right, so as far as any scratching, it's kind of tilted to the side here. Yeah, I don't know. I personally don't see anything as far as scratching on the front. Yeah, I cannot see why CGC gave this an 8.5, so corners. Edgeware's looking good. I don't know, I just don't know what am I missing here. The centering looks pretty great too. I think this would easily be a PSA 10. Now Beckett 10, I don't know, it's very optimistic to think that. There might be a little bit of, I almost see like some little like dots or something like that in here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. So yeah, edgeware, maybe a little bit of that. And there's almost like a little, maybe slight impression in this corner here. So maybe that's what docked it so much. But man, it's a really great copy of this card. Got a swirl and everything. All right, so I'm gonna go with, we'll say 9.5 centering, and probably only because of the front. The back looked really good for centering. I think edges, sorry, not edges, surface 9. Edges, honestly, they looked fine to me. I would almost say a 10 for edges, 10 for corners. That's just me. I'll be curious to know what you guys think. And now, legends, the moment of truth. Were we able to upgrade our Ancient Mew? We were guessing that we may have gotten a 9.5, but could we at least get a 9? Let's see, we have a... Oh no, oh no, we got an 8. Oh man, we downgraded. Wow, that is honestly quite unexpected. Man, there's something on here that I completely missed apparently. So the corners, interesting. The corners got a 7.5. That was our main thing that knocked us down. So edges, we got 9.5. We got 9 and 9 on surface and centering, but something with the corners. Oh man, we were pretty close if it weren't for that. Well, maybe not, but okay. Man, I am really shocked. I really thought that that was a really clean version of this card. Still an amazing card, but you hate to see it. But The nice thing though is that with the upgrades that Beckett has made, you can now get a silver label and not just a white paper label if you get anything below an 8.5. So I don't think we've ever actually gotten an 8 before. So anyway, so there's our first one. Not starting off too strong, but let's see. Hopefully we can go up from there. We do have some other cards that are more modern, maybe have a higher chance. So what do we have for our second one here? Oh, we got a banger. Okay, this is a card that we pulled ourselves, the Charizard from Japanese 151. Here is the raw footage. All right, well, this Charizard is pack fresh, so yeah, that's really cool. You see like what's doing in the light with the sun. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, but we're gonna look at the condition here. I mean, I don't think there's anything really wrong with the surface or the edges of this card. We'll just show everything though, just to be safe. Maybe in the comments below you'll see something that I don't, but I think the surface, edges, and corners on the front are all 10 worthy. I think the centering might be the only thing. I think top to bottom looks pretty good overall, but maybe the top is slightly heavier, but left to right looks near perfect. All right, here's the back. Again, let me know if you see anything, but I don't know that I'm going to find anything myself. But I also recognize my bias of the fact that I pulled this card pack fresh and it looks really good to me. But yeah, I feel like the only issue with this card is the centering. That's just me. I would say, yeah, I think the same thing I said before. I think 10's on everything except the centering, which I think could easily be a 9.5. So we have a strong chance of maybe getting a gold label 10 for this one. All right, let's find out. Did we get a 10? Ooh, 9.5. Okay, that's not bad. Not quite what we were hoping for, but not bad. All right, so we got centering 9.5, edges 9.5, surface a 10, and corners 9.5. Man, so close, but still a pretty solid grade. Still gotta love the gold label on there. So, okay, for our next one, what do we have? All right, we have one of the Yababa promos. We got the Glaceon right here. I don't know, I felt pretty strongly about several of these. I actually have a few Unagabas in this submission, so here's what that card looked like. Yeah, for most of these Unagaba promos, I feel like there's not much wrong with them. You have to let me know what you think about the centering. I think it looks pretty great. The top, you could argue maybe is just a little thinner than the bottom, but it's like super close. Let's check out the edges, just for good measure. Make sure there's no scratches on the hollow there. Taking a look at the back here. Yeah, I personally think it's a 10. I think maybe centering, you could argue, is maybe a 9.5, but yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty clean card. I don't know, there might be a little something going on the edges here. I don't know if you consider that anything. Maybe something right there, I don't know. Maybe the edges will get a 9.5. Centering could get a 9.5, so we may end up with a 9.5 on this one, but I'm still very hopeful for a 10. But did we get it? We have a... Oh, we got a 10! All right, even better than we expected. Let's go. Yes, that is a huge win. All right, and we got 10s on everything except for centering. All right, well, that's what you want to see. Finally, things are picking up. Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these Unagaba promos. So I ended up getting 2 sets, one to see if I could find any to grade and possibly flip. I might not hold on to this one, we'll see, but I do have an entire set in my binder as well. But yeah, these are really cool. Well, real quick, before we continue on, I gotta let you guys know about an awesome product that I've come to love, which is these graded card cases by Collect3D. So what these do, you can actually just kind of pop your cards in here. They make them for each of the different grading companies, but these are the Beckett ones. I really love the white border on these ones. They actually have these little swivel legs out here, and you can just display your card like so. And as you can see, we also have a PSA card we're displaying with another Collect 3D case. So got our Shadowless Raichu over there. Let's go ahead and display our Glaceon for the remainder of the video. Make sure you go check out Collect 3D if you like these card cases, and they have graciously offered you guys 15% off your order, so make sure you take advantage of that link in the description below. Well guys, this is huge because that's only our second 10 that we've gotten so far. I'm telling you, those, even just the gold label 10s, they're not that easy to get. People don't realize. And they actually command an even higher premium than a PSA 10 in a lot of cases. So anyway, guys, we have some more Yababa cards in here. So I'm excited to see. Oh man, that's making me really optimistic for these next several ones. Oh man, hopefully we can get some more 10s. Anyway, here is the footage. All right, here we got the Leafeon Yababa promo. So I definitely selected this one because it had some of the better centering out of all the ones that I got. And I don't know, I don't think you're gonna find really anything on the front here. Sorry for the glare, but sometimes it's the best way to see if there's any scratches or not. Yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with this one personally, but we'll do some close-ups just to be safe. Now on the back, let's take a look at the centering. It's a little harder to tell the centering based on these Japanese backs, but I don't know, you might argue that the top is slightly heavier than the bottom, but I feel like left to right is perfect from the way I could see. All right, looking at the corners there, edges. Yeah, I personally don't see anything really going on with this card. So I think it has a solid chance at a 10. I don't know. I never presumed that we're going to get a black label, but we'll say 10 on basically everything, maybe 9.5 on edges, who knows. And now for our Leafeon Yababa promo card, we have a 10. Let's go. Yes, I thought that these were some pretty strong ones. All right, and again, 10s on everything except for centering. Man, they're being very brutal on the centering. I mean, I think that's, no, I guessed 9.5 on the edges. I thought the centering was really good on this one, but apparently they didn't think so. But hey, we will take it. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content so far, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button below to come on the collecting journey with me. We'll be doing more graded returns like this. We also do a lot of openings on the channel, so yeah. Let's kind of pull from a different part of the box here. Maybe we can kind of get a little more variety here. So we do have a few Yababas in there, but I want to see some other stuff. Let's see, for our next one, oh, well, we actually got another Yababa. Maybe we'll save that one actually. So I guess I was mistaken. Let's maybe pull from the middle here. Let's see. I'm trying to grab it here, and I'm trying not to spoil it for myself or for you guys. I promise you guys, I am not looking myself, not peeking. Okay, here's something good. Now these are really cool right here. These are the Victory Medal promo cards, which were, I believe, awarded to the participants of this particular battle road. So this one is the Spring 2008-2009 with the gold medallion here. I think these are really cool. This one I remember was a little weaker of the three that we sent, but here's the footage so you can see. Just looking on the holo, see if we got any scratches. We do have a print line. I don't know if you can see it in this light. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if you'll see it there, so might get a little bit of a dock for the surface. We'll already say at least a 9.5 on surface. Well, maybe we'll go down from there. Centering, not horrible. Left to right looks really nice. It's just that the top is clearly heavier than the bottom. I do see, okay, if I look a little closer on the surface, it's hard. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. there's like a little scratch here. It's where you can see the hollow bleeding through. It's unfortunate. We have 3 of these, and this one is definitely, I remember, being the weakest out of the 3, but so far still not too bad. Alright, as far as the edge wear, we got a corner dot. Nothing crazy going on the top here. Might have a little bit of white dots there. It's a little hard to tell, but yeah, I think so. Little white dots in that corner. Nothing too bad on that edge, but the corner has another white dot. As far as this edge goes, not too bad. I'm wanting to say maybe a 9.5 on edges, a 9 on the corners. The front surface definitely was not great. Would definitely dock it down to at least a 9. Centering probably a 9. Let's see. Okay, I think I might see what I was referring to before. Yeah, if we turn it sideways here, we can see a little better. There's actually a little indent there, unfortunately, a little impression. So that one's definitely going to dock things. And that, I feel like that one's technically on the surface. So we may have to say an 8 on the surface. So what did we say? 8 on surface, 9 on centering, 9.5 on edges, and 9 on corners. So I think that this is going to get at least a 9, more likely. I don't know. I don't know how it calculates out from what I said, but it may even get an 8.5 overall. That's if I were to just eye it up and say an overall grade, I might see an 8.5 for this one. Okay, out of all the cards that we submitted, this was the one that we guessed the lowest grade of an 8.5. Now, as you see, we've already gotten one lower than that. We got an 8 on one of them. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what we actually have. We got on the Victory Medal card an 8.5. All right, we were right on the money. Here we go. And that's not a bad grade. I'm pretty happy with this. This may be the card I end up keeping because I sent a few of these out and I kind of decided I might just kind of keep the lower grade. Plus I kind of like the gold medallion a little bit. All right, we got 8.5 centering, 8.5 corners, 8 edges, and 9.5 surface. So yeah, we were really strong on the surface. Yeah, we guessed a 10 surface, so we guessed an 8 surface. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually different than what I had guessed. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what these graders see that I am missing. Sometimes I feel like they're just making stuff up, but hey, we're happy with that. We'll take that. Let's get into another one here. All right, we got it. Okay, and this is a pretty cool one. Man, I feel like I thought that this was a pretty clean card, but the Flareon Unigaba, probably my favorite actually out of all the Unigabas. It's pretty close between this one and the Espeon, but here we go. Here's what this card looked like before we sent it off to Beckett. So looking at the front, I think the only thing you could argue is maybe centering is slightly heavier on the bottom than the top, but I don't know. It looks really close to me. I might even venture to say I would probably actually guess a 10 for the centering, but that's just me, at least based on the front here. Let me know if you see anything going on here. Again, I chose all these because I think they have 10 potential. Just check quick for scratching. On the back, you can see the centering. I mean, I guess you could argue maybe the centering is a little heavier on the top than the bottom on the back here. It's a little harder to judge with the Japanese cards. Do we see anything going on here? Yeah, I don't really see anything really going on in this card. I feel like it could get a 10. Maybe we'll argue it'll get a 9.5 on centering, but that's just because I never presume a black label, so we will see. All right, guys, we were pretty optimistic about this one. Let's see, can we continue our 10 streak for our Unigabas? We have a 10, and we did. And it's literally the same grades, 9.5 on centering and 10s on the rest. We will definitely take it. That's a W for sure. I love this card. This one, out of all of them, I may be tempted to keep this one. We'll see, we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and grab another one here, and we may have to continue this on to a part 2. But anyway, guys, let's get into our next card. Oh, and it's a big one. Oh man, I kind of want to save that one. Well, just to give you a little preview of what's to come. That's a big one. We might have to save that one. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry to keep you in suspense, but you know, I gotta keep you guys coming back for the next video. All right, next up we do have. Oh, okay. Well, this is a banger too. This is a pretty big one. This is actually the most expensive out of all of the Yababa promos. Naturally, it's Umbreon, super popular card. Here is what Umbreon looked like before we sent him off. First of all, centering. Looks pretty great. Maybe just a hair thinner on the left side than the right, but I don't know. Nothing crazy. Let's look at the corners and the edges. Again, not seeing anything really on this one. Turn to the side to see if we can see anything on the hollow, any scratching. Yeah, I don't see anything. All right, on the back, first of all, take a look at that centering. Looks pretty great. You could argue maybe slightly top heavy. I don't know. I haven't really graded a ton of Japanese cards, so I still don't know how harshly they look at that. Like, you almost have to judge a little bit better by the front than you can by the back. It's a little easier, but maybe they have their ways of doing it. Anything there? Yeah, again, a very beautiful copy of this card. I was very selective with the ones that I picked for this lot, so yeah, I think we have a strong chance at a 10. Whew, all right, guys. We definitely would love to get a 10 on this one. Here we go. Here we go. We have, for our Umbreon, Yababa, Japanese promo, we have a 10. Let's go. All right. All right. That is awesome. And we nailed it on the head for a lot of these. So in centering, 9.5. Yeah, we guessed this one down to the T as far as the subgrades and the overall grade. Let's go. That is awesome. Wow. I don't know what this card is going for a 10, but I feel like we did pretty okay on this one. Well guys, in the interest of time, we're actually going to save the rest of our graded return for part 2, so make sure you stay tuned for that and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Give this video a thumbs up and check out one of these videos I think you may like here on screen. Lastly, I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.